Because you just said, people aren't always like, there's steps before the process of getting the Facebook ad. So it's what it comes to mind there is that it's mostly like people go, oh, I want Facebook ads because it's like a quick, in their mind, it's a quick, easy way to build my business. But if you don't have strategy behind it, it's not going to work.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. Not only strategy, but you also have to have systems in place.
Okay.
If you have people, if you want to run Facebook ads, you have to have some place to send them and a reason for them to give you their email address. If you don't have those systems in place and that follow-up system afterwards, if we go back to the dating analogy, right? The Facebook ad is the ad that they see on the platform is their introduction, right? The landing page then becomes that dating portion, right? Where they go from introduction to dating.
Yeah.
The piece that a lot of people miss is what I call the flirting stage, which are offering valuable content online, like a podcast or YouTube or Facebook Lives or whatever it is that your client connects with most, so that they can warm up in between.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. You've said this many times, and it makes so much sense when you apply the dating analogy, because it's that warm up flirting period. Will you share, the transition from the flirting and the getting them into your fold through the email to then the first paid offering? What would you recommend there in terms of a paid offering? Is it like a really low price offer?
It all depends on what it is you're doing, right?
Okay.
That's all very dependent. Now, micro offers, which are very low introductory offers, are huge right now. They are selling like hotcakes online. So having something that someone can spend $7, $17, I like sevens personally. Some people like nines, whatever. But $17, $27, $37, something like that. Anything pretty much under $50 is considered a micro offer. Once someone starts spending money with you, they're more likely to continue spending money. So getting them in the door with that low introductory offer helps speed up that dating phase, the warming up phase, and that kind of thing. So sometimes, and it all depends on the industry, because like the health industry, if you're looking at like a health coach or something like that, oftentimes there's a plethora of them out there that are offering free things. So if you're offering a micro offer, it's gonna need to be really, really cool in order for someone to pay for something that they could go to someone else for free.
Yeah. Okay.
So it all just depends on what your business is, on whether or not that specific strategy will work. That being said, I like micro offers. I like people having to pay for your expertise, even if it's a small bite of your expertise. And then as you go along, the length of time always depends on what it is you're selling. If your program is, $5, $10, $15, $25,000, it's going to take a little longer to warm them up to you. You're going to have to provide them with some other value, get them on a phone call, do some kind of webinar that's really, pushes that, get them on a sales call, those kind of things.
Yeah.
If your offer is, under $1,000, you can easily go from that micro offer up to that $1,000 offer-ish pretty quickly. You just accelerate them through your sales funnel.
Yeah, I love it. It's interesting because I have a whole bunch of funnels in the testing phases right now. And I noticed the micro offer is a really powerful way. And then I think back to when I've invested in coaches, it started with a micro offer. It's usually like a $19, 3-video course. And then I'm like, oh, I like the way you teach. I like what you're doing. And it reminds me, it's like you're going coffee to like, okay, now we kind of like each other. Let's go to like a happy hour date.
Exactly.
Oh, now dinner could work. Oh, now,
Exactly. You just move them along the dating process until they're ready for the big commitment.
Yeah.
Which is what we're all driving towards. How long that takes is dependent on your business and your audience. I have a client, one of my clients, who it took us about a year to figure out, but her sales cycle takes about 3 to 6 months. They have to be on our email list for 3 to 6 months before they're ready to buy. So now that we know that, we know what we can put into that sales cycle to start getting them ready to buy. And right now we're looking at a micro offer, because one of the problems she was having was she'd have people come to her and they weren't ready. It's not that they weren't ready to buy. They totally wanted to buy her product, but they weren't ready for her product. And she wouldn't sell it to them because they weren't ready.
Gotcha.
And so now we're looking at a micro offer that can get them ready. Like there are things they need to do to get ready to purchase her bigger offer.
Yeah, that's great. So it's like you're priming your client and you're setting them up for success and leading them into the bigger offer. So you're planting those seeds along the way as you get them to whatever your biggest offer is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is your biggest offer. You want to be as successful as humanly possible to your clientele. So if you know that they've done all the steps, that when they get into your big offer, they're going to be a success. That's really the goal of a funnel.
Yeah. Yeah. To listen to the full episode, head on over to nfacoaching.com, hit the podcast link, and it'll take you to all of the full episodes. And go ahead and leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you to know how these inspirational interviews, tips, and tools are impacting you in your life and business. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any of the Max Potential Habits episodes.